Democratic candidates to be DNC chair, and I want to ask each of you the same question. You'll have 30 seconds to answer. And the question is this: why should you be DNC chair? Peter Pekarsky, I'll start with you.
I should be DNC chair because I will reform the party. I understand the technology involved and have a technical background. I understand the election system, the fact that many people in this country have doubts about the accuracy of our election system. I will reform that system. That is the election system, so people are assured that they are having honest elections. And the key to that is re-energizing the party, as I intend to do on a local basis.
Thank you. Mr. Ronan.
So why should I be the DNC chair? You know, when I look at why I'm even here today, I was active duty 4 years ago. I had a perfectly good career, I had a perfectly good life. But what I saw was a lack of commitment, a lack of spine, a lack of courage from our political leaders that was culminated by the 2013 government shutdown. So for me, it's not about the job, it's not about being the next manager or administrator, having the hero's answers to every question. It's about truly re-engaging that which has been lost. The American people, their voice, and bringing us all back together as one big happy family. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ms. Boynton-Brown.
I think it's so important that the women, the young women especially in our country, understand that they can do anything, that they don't have to wait for permission, and that they don't have to check boxes. If you want to step up and lead because you have vision, that you can do it. I'm excited to be the next DNC chair because I want to make the DNC a service-based organization for the 21st century that's innovative and resilient and responds to the new power culture that's happening in our country and gives the power back to the people of our country.
Thank you. Jimu Green.
This is a transformative moment for our country and certainly for our party. And in this moment, we need someone at the DNC who is going to be able to increase turnout. I've done that as president of Rock the Vote. We need someone who is going to be able to go into communities that we've disconnected from and communicate more effectively to them. I've done that at Fox News for almost the last 7 years. We need someone who is going to be able to innovate how we operate as a party. And I've done that using voter registration, technology, moving it online. And if we really are going to tap into this moment, we also have to understand that politics as usual is not going to cut it. We need a fierce leader who is not afraid of speaking uncomfortable truths, even when it's not the way to get the most amount of votes in this election. And I think I'm the only candidate up here who has turned to the DNC and said, if we stand shoulder to shoulder and handle these truths, we will be stronger as a party for it.
Thank you. Jamie Harrison.
So the DNC chair role and responsibility is a job. A job has responsibilities. And that chief job is party building. Party building. The next chair needs to be a builder. Someone who has the experience of building a party. I've done that in South Carolina. That's what we're still doing. Someone who's an organizer, not just organizing rallies, but organizing the diversity within our party. That is our greatest strength, but also comes with great challenges. Someone who's a visionary, someone who's thinking not just the next election cycle, but down the road, 2, 3, 4, 10 years from now. Who do we want in our party and why do we want them there? And last but not least, the person has to be a fighter. Not just fighting against Donald Trump, because we will all do that, but someone who has been fighting their entire life. I started behind the starting line with a young mom who worked so much, and my mom, thank you so much for being here tonight. But I know what poverty looks like, and I will be probably the only chair that's ever been on food stamps, the only chair that has not only lost their home once, but twice, the only chair that knows what the hardships that working people in this country have to go through. And that's what we need in our next chair, someone who knows the experiences of the working people.
Thank you. Mayor Buttigieg.
If you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. This is a test of whether the DNC is ready for change. I'm running for chair because I'm living what everybody's talking about. If we say we want to understand state and local, put in a mayor who works at the local level every day in government and party building. If we're saying new generation, have a new generation of leader. If we're saying that we recognize that the solutions are not going to come from inside Washington, pick somebody who doesn't get up in the morning and go to an office in Washington every day. This is our future. Our future is on the line. I know how to do this. I've helped turn around a city. Now it's time to turn around our party. And I'm the right person to do that job.
Thank you. Congressman Ellison.
You know, Dana, I'm the right person to be the next chair of the DNC because I have a burning conviction that the Democratic Party has to stand for the working people of this country. The workers, the farmers, the small business people need a party fighting for them, all colors, all cultures, all faiths, all background. We need a party that fights for us. And you know what? The DNC chair has to win elections. That's the job, actually. And on this stage, I think I've won more elections than anyone. I've actually stood for election 13 times and won all those times. But I've also made sure that my governor is a Democrat, my Secretary of State, both senators, every up and down the line, we have Democrats statewide in Minnesota because I've spiked the vote. And look, I've raised the money. I've raised over $1 million to my state party and gotten over 33,000 separate contributions. That's why I should be the DNC chair.
Thank you, Secretary Perez.
We need a leader who can take the fight to Donald Trump. We need a leader who can communicate our optimistic vision of hope and inclusion. When hope's on the ballot, we win. When fear is allowed to be on the ballot, we lose. We need someone who understands local government, where I worked, who understands the intersection of all of these parts. We need someone who is a turnaround specialist, because this organization has a crisis of confidence and a crisis of relevance, and it requires someone with experience as a turnaround agent at scale. That's what I've done in my jobs before. That's the passion I bring to the jobs. I've fought the good fights, and we've won a lot of them, and we need to take this fight and move forward, and that's why I believe that I am the best qualified candidate.
Gentlemen, ladies, thank you for joining us as candidates tonight. Thanks to all the people behind us and all the people at home for watching our debate.
And be sure to watch CNN this weekend to learn who will be the next chair of the DNC. That's going to happen on Saturday. CNN Tonight starts right after this quick break.